Hey guys, don't have much time right now to be honest, but I have this list from NGL on where I'm going to be giving, I guess, my analysis and my thoughts and my ideas. Of course, none of this is financial advice, just what I'm seeing. So for NGL, new launch, most new launches are airdrops, and when they're airdrops, that just means there are so many people with coins that are able to sell, and you got this massive sell-off. Now, very nicely, we did break above this high and we created a higher high, but I wouldn't put too much faith in it. Generally, you want to play the higher highs once we finally break um, into an uptrend. So this could be a trend shift right here if we create a higher low. So basically, if our low is higher than this one right here, then that would obviously be good for the people longing, but I'm not too confident in it, especially with Bitcoin. I mean, I should have gone through this at the start, but Bitcoin may have created a lower high here compared to this one, which is obviously a little bit bearish, but who knows what will happen. But for NGL, yeah, I'd probably stay away. Maybe wait a bit until this coin is a bit more established. Now, ARB, it had a massive unlock event. Where was it? It was somewhere here. Really, I don't know the exact area, but obviously a massive unlock event just means loads more tokens were put back into circulation. So once again, it's basically like an airdrop, where loads of people get tokens and now they can sell, and that's exactly what happened. Massive sell-off. Now I had this play, but I'm gonna delete that because this isn't really relevant anymore. But um, technically speaking, this in itself is a support zone. Um, in other words, we're looking for it to enter and it should get bought up like it did here, but no guarantees. It could easily fall below and just knife down. Um, Not exactly sure what will happen. Um, but yeah, I would probably, if I were to play it, take a spot in that support zone and spot trade and stop loss below this area, 0.742 approximately. Now for a wormhole, big fan favorite. I already made a video on this, but basically I'm just waiting for a trend to be established. Once again, just like NGL, you know, it's a new coin, had an airdrop, lots of people can sell, massive downtrend. Well, I guess not massive because it's only a couple, maybe 2 weeks in trading, but a good enough downtrend to be noticeable. On the 4 hour chart, you had this break above this high, so that creates a higher high, but we failed to keep the trend, and now we're going to be creating a lower low if we break below this zone. So that's obviously bearish. I am fully expecting this to go lower, probably break below this 0.454 wick right here. I think it really will break below, but once again, who knows? Um, Lots of you are talking about news like staking. I really don't put too much faith into that, especially if everyone's expecting it anyways. Everyone's expecting there to be wormhole staking, so if it comes, it's kind of already priced in. Um, and yeah, I'm not gonna put too much faith in it. But yeah, just waiting for more of a structure to form and then have a market structure shift where we go from this downtrend and we shift into an uptrend, which would be by creating a higher high and a higher low. So let me just show you. If we were to bounce right here, maybe go like that and then like that and then that. I would be confident that we could see higher. We would create a higher high here by breaking over this high and this one as well. And then we would create a higher low compared to here. So yeah, that's how I would play it. And I would try to catch it on this dip, if anything. Um, Parcel, once again, a new coin. I don't know too much about it, but once again, I believe it's an airdrop. This is a very, very weird structure, I must say. To see this many red candles in a row on the 4 hour is just really weird to see. But yeah, not you can't really see much from the history of the chart. Technically speaking, you have like a support zone from about here to there, but I wouldn't put too much faith in it. It's a new coin. This isn't actually much support. So especially if there were airdrops, it could definitely just keep going down. Um, ETH Finance, this is an interesting one. Um, hmm, let's see. Yeah, once again, it's a new coin. I don't think they did airdrops though, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, kind of the same situation. It looks like it's just ranging here. It's got a few lower highs, and it's ranging to what looks like this support zone every time. It's only done it twice now, but um, if it continues to create lower lows, so we see some sort of downtrend like that, and we keep touching this box, that will be massively bearish. I've spoken about this pattern a lot. Um, sorry, give me a second. Let me get the brush. So we got this lower low, we got this lower low, and then we got this lower low, right? Sorry, lower highs, not lower lows. um, but if every time we create a lower high, we touch this zone, it's almost a sure sign that eventually it will break down spectacularly. So let's look at the Bitcoin chart where we see this exact opposite pattern. Um, this is what I'm talking about. Every time we create a higher low, we tap this resistance zone. And we did that so many times until eventually we broke through insanely. And I would expect the same on ETH Finance if we end up doing something like this, where we come down, touch the box, and then create a lower high here, 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 and eventually it's just straight down. Um, so yeah, just look out for that if you're trying to play it. If we do instead maybe tap this zone and then we break above there, then we could see higher. I'm looking at this resistance right here. If we break above this resistance and these ones as well, it would kind of look nice for a trend shift. I would not take it as long as we are in a downtrend as it looks from the 4-hour chart. But yeah, definitely beware of lower highs being created and constant touches in this zone. Rune, let's check the daily. This coin has been around for a while, so we actually can check a bit larger time frames. So yeah, I know a bit about Rune's fundamentals. They have a basically leverage via borrowing money. I don't know exactly the terms or how any of it works, but hmm, yeah, there's not much to see on this chart. Obviously, it wouldn't be a good sign if we broke below here. We got two liquidation wicks right. Oh, let me go here. Right there, we got this wick and this wick, and I guess maybe a third. If we break below this, I really don't see why we would stop. Um, I think either the trend for Rune or Thorchain, I believe it's called, catches on or it doesn't. If it doesn't catch on, we'll almost definitely see a breakdown, and if it does catch on, then we will see a breakup. Um, this coin I think is pretty simple. Breakdown here, and it's looking ugly. Where would we be good though in terms of, yeah, I guess a reclaim of this blue zone I think is would be good for the bulls. If we entered it, broke above a little, retested, and then went up a bit, that's definitely possible. So yeah, look out for that. And then the last one of the day is Pith. This coin has also been around for a decent amount of time compared to the other ones we were looking at. But once again, another airdropped coin. Looks like the sell-off has ended. I believe this was airdropped to Sol Coins. I don't know if it is a Sol native coin. Not, sorry, not native, a Sol backed coin if it's on Solana's chain. But if it is, then that means when Sol runs, Pith will probably run. And I am bullish on Solana right now, so it would look good for Pith. And actually, the charts do look very similar, so I wouldn't be surprised if Pith is on Sol's chain. Hmm, we wouldn't want to see below This liquidation wick right here, this was a massive wick compared to the rest of the market. Let me see. Yeah, that's a massive wick. Um, I actually think I got filled on some orders on this wick for a trade. But yeah, this wick, if we break below it, it would also mean we would have had to break below this liquidation wick. So that wouldn't be good. Hmm. Yeah, and if you want to be bullish, I really don't see a point where you would want to break above except this area really. Like arguably this is a resistance here, but like it's not as clear as some other charts, and I don't like forcing anything. Whenever you force a trade or force technical analysis, it's not a good idea. Hmm. We could definitely create. Okay, so if we're looking at the 4-hour chart, this is obviously a bit more detailed, but if we could create a higher, I guess we already broke below this low. But if we were to bounce here, reclaim this area, then we should be good to continue with the structure of whatever up. But until we get the break above, I wouldn't be bullish on it. I wouldn't put money on being bullish. Um, yeah, I think those are the ones that everyone asked for. Let's do quick Bitcoin analysis. I know I kind of did this at the start, but I was really happy to see that we broke above this high. I thought it was decently significant, but we didn't really get any closes above. We didn't really hold it for long, so I wouldn't actually call it a break, unfortunately. And now we're coming back down. It's hard to tell what's going to happen. If following the daily trend, it looks definitely like we just created a lower high, but we could easily also just do what we did here, where we created a lower high compared to here, but then we bounced randomly in the middle and created a higher high. So that's definitely possible. And this is a crucial zone. If you saw my last video, that's where like 2.6 billion liquidations of shorts on Binance will happen. That is a significant amount of shorts. So if we hit 70, I don't know the exact number, watch the other video to find out, but it's about 73K, 72K. If we hit that zone, then we really should easily break past the 75K, and then it really should be up from there with fear of missing out, FOMO from ETF investors. So yeah, we're really just trying. Sorry, I'm trying not to trade so much until we have that. And once we have that, I'll be going in full risk setups. Current trades right now that I'm in are Ondo. Wow, that wick is massive. It was looking good this morning when we were all the way up, but now we're coming right back down. Tia, also, wow. Okay, going down. Um, yeah, I don't want to close below this, so we might have to cut it soon. And we had JTO originally, it was like around here, but stopped out on this wick here. Um, but yeah, these are all low risk setups, risking very minimal amounts. Once Bitcoin breaks above here and we go back into those crazy impulsive waves, that's when I will be going like full risk on setups. So for reference, if my setups were risking $100 per trade, the TIA, Ondo, and JTO were risking about 33%, so about $33 per trade. Um, so yeah, I hope this video was educational. I hope you guys learned something, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.